Hi, this is Mike from Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and on today's video I'm going to show you how to remove AI from Windows 11. Excellent, just what we all wanted. As most of you know, Windows 11 is becoming littered with AI bits and pieces, and none of us asked for it. That is the biggest problem. It would be nice if there was an option to be able to opt out. Well, that is where this video comes into its own. So in this video we're going to show you how to remove AI elements from the Windows 11 operating system. And also, as a bonus, we're going to show you how to actually restore some of the older apps which Windows 11 had, which didn't have AI in, which have now been superseded. So we're going to revert back to some of those older versions, which I know a lot of you like and actually prefer. So with all that said, let's head over to the computer and we'll take a closer look. Okay, so we're on our Windows 11 desktop. The date is the 30th of January 2026, just for those of you that are wondering. Now, as always, this video involves running a script and changing Windows settings. I would strongly suggest, if you haven't already, please make a full Windows backup should you need to restore to the version you are currently on. You can just do a system restore point if you wish to, but I just wanted to say this is making changes to the system which can potentially break things further down the line. So with that out of the way, let's take a look at the software we're going to use. And this is from Zoicware, and this is the RemoveWindowsAI. Now, some of you may remember a little while back, we actually did a video on this already when it first came out, and it's absolutely fantastic. It works really well, but Zoicware has actually made it even better, giving the ability now to restore the classic apps. Fantastic. And also, there's been some tweaks made to the actual scripting as well. So people that have been using it have been sending in issues and requests and what have you of changes, and it's gradually being updated. And no doubt, depending when you're watching this, there potentially is a newer version available with even more fantastic features available. So do check out the links in the video description, or just head over to github.com/Zoicware/RemoveWindowsAI. So for those of you that haven't seen this previously, let's have a quick reiteration. So RemoveWindowsAI, why? Well, if you're watching this, you probably want to do that anyway. So basically saying the current version of 25H2, Windows 11 has more and more AI features, which we want to get rid of. And the script features, so it disables various registry keys for Copilot, Recall, Edge, Creator, etc., AI Fabric, AI Actions, yeah, all this junk that we don't really want. And also it actually adds a section in, so it actually prevents the reinstallation of AI packages using the CBS or component-based servicing store. Also, it gets rid of the Copilot policies, removes Apex packages, recall features, etc., etc., etc. You can read through this at your own leisure. One of the important things I like is the installation of classic apps. So it basically restores versions of Notepad, Paint, the Snipping Tool, Photo Viewer, and it potentially can allow you to install the Photos Legacy, all of which are optional. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. The choices are yours. So that is pretty much it. Obviously read the script docs there if you've got any comments or questions. Alternatively, if you think it may be viral or have a virus in it, all of the software or all of the script is clearly shown, so you can go through it and read through it. You don't need to be a particular expert in scripting just to read through it. You can see what's in it. But anyway, so how to use. You can use it in PowerShell from the console as administrator. So let's do that. So we're going to use the launch with UI command. So copy this section here, and then we want to go and type in PowerShell, and we will run as administrator. This is very important that you run as administrator, otherwise it actually can cause more problems than it will actually try to fix. So if you have user account control enabled, click on yes, and you'll get this window up. Now we can paste, so Control V puts that in there so you can see the script, and when you're happy, just press enter, and it will start running in the background with the PowerShell, and here is the user interface of that. So it gives you the options of what you want to do. So you can tick or untick these however you see fit. So if you want to make your own changes, you certainly can do. If there's some things you want to keep, you can do. So we're going to go through, obviously if you're not too sure as well, you can click on these bits on the side and it will tell you exactly what each one is aiming to do. So we've seen all this before, this is fine. Also you've got the revert mode. So if you've actually run this previously, and you're finding you're having problems, you can run it again and turn on revert mode, and basically it will put all the things ticked back onto your system. So again, if you click on there, it will tell you revert mode will undo changes made by this tool, restoring AI features and settings to their original states. Selected options above will be reverted, enabled when this mode is selected. So if you want to put all those back, leave them ticked. Pretty self-explanatory. Also, to enable revert mode, you'll need to turn on backup mode when you're actually doing this. If you click on that, it says there, backup mode keeps necessary files in your user directory, allowing revert mode to work properly. Use this option while removing AI if you would like to fully revert the removal process. So as a bit of a safety net, if you turn on backup mode, that will back up the files that are being removed into a folder in your user directory so you can run the revert mode at a later date. So that makes a lot of sense. Now where it gets really cool is if we scroll down a little bit further, we've now got these new options. So you can choose to install classic Windows apps. So you can choose the classic photo viewer, definitely going to have some of that. The classic Microsoft Paint, certainly want some of that. Install the classic Snipping Tool, yep, sounds great to me. Install classic Notepad, yes, 100%, I'd hate the new Notepad. And you've got the option for installing Photos Legacy. Now Photos Legacy, I'm not a big fan of, so I'm actually going to leave that off. But of course, if you want to, you can do. And again, if you're not too sure what it entails, it says there, installs the Legacy Windows Photo app from the Microsoft Store. So you can install that yourself if you want to at a later date. So that is absolutely great. I'm happy with this. And I've done a full system backup previously. And also got backup mode enabled. So let's click on apply. And you can see now it's going to actually ask you to create a restore point. So let's call this remove AI. And we'll create that. So it's actually going to do a system restore point for you, which I think is a sensible option and can potentially get you out of a little bit of a sticky situation. So the restore point was created. Excellent. We can close that now and click OK. As soon as you click on OK, it will continue with the rest of the process. As you can see there from the Windows PowerShell window, so it gives you an idea of what's going on. Some of these items will take a little bit longer than others, so do please be patient and let it go through the process. A little bit of a mention as well, if for any reason whilst you're doing this you find any of the items in this section highlighted in red, potentially you're not running PowerShell as administrator, so you will get errors and potentially can mess up your system. So do make sure you follow the instructions carefully and run as administrator in Windows PowerShell. And at this point now, it's now installing the classic apps, so we should be getting towards the end now. And there we go. The AI removal process has completed successfully. Fantastic. Would you like to restart your computer to ensure all changes take effect? Well, in the words of Dick Jones, you better do as he says, and we'll do a reset as soon as we finish recording this video. Okay, so there you go. There is how to remove all the pesky AI elements from Windows 11, or at least most of them anyway. You're still going to find them in possibly things like Edge and Chrome and whatever you're using. So potentially they'll be elsewhere, but the majority of them, the bulk of the Windows ones, which are somewhat frustrating, should now be removed. And also the best bit of all is you've now got the ability to use the older style apps, such as the old version of Paint, the old version of Notepad, which a lot of us have come to use and like over the years, so that is fantastic news. And also as well, if this video is, you're watching it and you're kind of thinking, well, I don't really want to do all that stuff, maybe if you don't want to do all this, you could potentially get yourself a Windows 11 LTSC license and install the LTSC version of Windows, which basically comes without any of this crap installed in the first place. If you want to get a license for that, we've got a link for license keys in the video description. Maybe that's going to be useful for some of you if you want to go down that route, and that'll save you having to do tons of Windows updates and stuff in the future. The LTSC versions do seem to be the way to go for a lot of people, but if you don't want the hassle of reinstalling your operating system, getting a license key, although they are very cheap, this potentially is the way to go. So hopefully this video's been useful. If it has, smash that like button. If you want to see more content like this on a daily basis, maybe consider hitting subscribe. And if you do click on subscribe, don't forget to click on the chime notification and choose all notifications. That way you'll be notified of future video releases. But for now, I've been Mike. This is Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and hopefully we'll catch you in the very next video. Thanks for watching.